everyone, Nick Chess here.
And this is Party Sheep, and welcome
to
In Depth. So today's podcast was really in depth, I guess you could say.
Basically.
So a lot of cool gaming news, Battlefront beta, everything's coming out, and apparently there's water on Mars. A lot of things happened. A lot of things have happened since the last time we've done our podcast.
Which was only like 2 weeks ago. Come on.
2 or 3 weeks ago. It's like so much crap has gone down. So hope you enjoyed the podcast, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Bye.
Bye.
So Mirror's Edge, that game that was made in 2008.
It has a sequel.
By the name of Mirror's Edge Catalyst. So, the thing is, I remember playing Mirror's Edge a whole butt ton when I first got it because, yeah, it may, from like an outsider looking in at first glance, it may not look like a noteworthy game. Because I'm pretty sure some buddy's old grandmother was like, I don't want little Jimmy playing that shooty game. And it wasn't. It was kind of out there in terms of gameplay. I mean,
what is it rated? Teen?
Yeah. This is probably gonna be teen too. But the best thing that I've seen so far about Catalyst is an open world. Completely open world.
So you can go anywhere?
Anywhere on the map. It isn't as linear. Like, remember the first level of Mirror's Edge?
Yes, I do.
Where it was really straightforward. You couldn't really stray off of your path.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna change. It's gonna be kind of like Assassin's Creed, where you can go around and there'll be like certain points, like maybe a certain building would have a mission. And you'd activate it somehow, like in maybe an Assassin's Creed style or Grand Theft Auto style.
Is it kind of like Dying Light in a sense?
Yeah, but without the zombies.
Of course.
I'm hoping that the cops, like there might be some police scattered throughout the world, because once you beat the game, there'd be nothing else to do. There'd be being able to run away from cops and like have a really cool parkour chase from the Fuzz montage. I mean, I'm really looking forward to this game. It's coming out on, I believe, the next gen, the current gen, PS4 and Xbox One, along with the PC. I mean, Xbox 360 had its almost 10 years of fame.
10 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
10 years. Anyway, so for those people who play the video games and who don't live under a rock, have probably heard of the new Star Wars Battlefront beta, or at least heard of the release of some new Star Wars game.
Comes out November 17th.
That is right. I remember playing Battlefront 2 when I was like in 4th grade. And
no, really?
Yeah. Well, yeah, 4th grade. Maybe somewhere around 4th grade. And it was like life-changing. Yeah, life-changing, because I had a very kind of protective family when it came to video games. Like I couldn't play the newest COD, Battlefield, Halo. I was kind of like sheltered. But they had one exception, and that was Star Wars. So when I finally remember this. I was down in Watkins.
Okay.
And we were shopping for Easter stuff. And I'm like, well, and my aunt started a kind of tradition where it's kind of like when we were kids, we always got a really cool gift for Easter. This, unlike when I was really into Star Wars, I know it's Battlefront. And I'm like, I want that. Battlefront 2. And it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
like the first time playing, you're probably like, "Oh my gosh, this is awesome!"
I didn't know what to do. I remember playing training, and being a complete noob at it. But probably within the first week, I had it down. I was just wrecking on instant action. I mean, you have the game.
Yeah, it's fun. Still play it. Get kills. It's actually super easy since it's like an old game, and
The bots aren't that difficult.
yeah, and plus the servers were taken off too, right?
Yeah.
But it's such an old game. I remember I was just playing Star Wars Battlefront, the new one, the beta, and that is like way advanced. That's like wicked advanced. It's really hard to get kills.
Yeah.
And like, of course, you're playing online with skilled people, all that good stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty big jump from Star Wars Battlefront 2 to the new one.
But like, I remember people are saying like, I have a friend. Let's just call him Chuck, for example. I have a friend named Chuck, and we're playing the Xbox 360, and he said he was kind of like a graphical, pardon my French, a graphics whore. Like, it's either good graphics or get out, because we're playing Battlefield 4, and he's like, dude, these graphics are amazing. I'm like, yeah, but graphics aren't everything, and that's what Star Wars Battlefront got right. Yeah, the graphics may look dated, but it's always fun to fly a snowspeeder on Hoth, and at least with PC, do I think it was like a 100-man battle between AI, between like the player, or if it's like a small LAN party, and bots. It was insane what they were able to do back then, and even today we aren't really able to match that, because Star Wars Battlefront, the new one, is only a 40. There's a 40 player max player count, as opposed to Battlefield, which is 64.
And they're the same makers.
Yeah, DICE, I believe, is making both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Battlefront beta came out. It goes on to October 12th, so play it before Monday. And I believe I know the beta is available on PC. I'm not sure about console.
No. Wait, maybe. We'll have to check that.
It's probably on console.
Maybe.
I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah.
Because there's a huge other player base for the next current gen consoles.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, go check it out. It's free. It's amazing. It doesn't really require much to run. I mean, I'm running it on my rig, and it's not the best. And I'm able to max out the settings, and you still stay between 30 and 60 frames. So,
which I find good.
Same here, because reasons.
Now, have you ever heard of healthy chocolate that's like a medicine?
Chocolate's always been a medicine for me. When I'm depressed, I'm just sitting there on the couch going, my life sucks eating chocolate.
That works.
Of course it doesn't suck, because...
But a medicine that contains 35% fat.
A medicine? I mean a chocolate.
Well, a chocolate, yeah. That contains 35% fat. It tastes very good, and it lowers your blood pressure.
I also heard that this fabled chocolate, which apparently scientists are just now beginning to work on, like it's kind of like a recent thing. It's hard to explain. It's kind of like synthetic chocolate, or kind of like medicalized chocolate. It's kind of like, it's the stuff you see on like a Nutrisystem or a Weight Watchers ad. Actually, I'm pretty sure that if this gets a commercial release, it's gonna go on like those. I think it's gonna sell a lot, personally. So it can also treat cancer, or said to.
Yeah, supposedly.
Well, I mean, I don't know how that would work. I thought radiation was the only thing that can kill cancer.
Yeah, but like I think it only helps a little bit.
Like, kind of like a treatment for it.
Yeah, a tiny treatment.
I'm gonna look forward to that. Imagine putting, like... Then I'll have an excuse for the reason I eat so much chocolate. And I'll be like, Party Sheep, what are you doing? Eating so much chocolate? Like, it's healthy. I want, like, 5 bars sitting on my computer desk. Problem? So, that's that. I'm pretty sure everybody who, unless you've been living under a rock, that's, bomb-proof, has heard of ISIS. So, apparently the Islamic State or ISIS or whatever you want to call them, I call them scrubs, have targeted the same guy who killed Bin Laden.
So he's targeted. They targeted him for how long?
I'm not entirely sure how long it was, but they released a statement either on Twitter or some social network saying, basically releasing his name, his phone number, his address, his social security number, I believe, was on that. And they want him dead for the death of Bin Laden. But that doesn't make sense.
So they're after him.
Yeah, like they say, go kill this guy, and I believe they even put up ways on how to, kind of like an ISIS tutorial video on how to kill this guy. Because he killed Bin Laden, but the thing is...
Isn't he a skilled sniper, though?
That was another guy. I misspoke about that.
Oh.
I just remembered. But it doesn't make sense because ISIS and Bin Laden really didn't get along that well anyway. So, that's kind of like me wanting to kill the guy who would have... Say Hitler would have died in some alternate timeline. Or like some different universe. That's like me wanting to kill the guy who killed Hitler. Or who would have killed Hitler in that timeline. That doesn't make any sense because... they hated each other to begin with. I guess my only kind of hypothesis to this is maybe ISIS is butthurt that we got to him first. But
maybe
because they're like different branches of Islam or whatever you want to call it. I mean, obviously, like with your internet being down and stuff, you haven't been able to see a lot of things in terms of like news and events and whatnot. So, have you ever heard of catfishing?
Like with a pole? I know.
That's what I thought it was at first, but I'm assuming that's in now.
No, never heard of it then.
Well, catfishing is basically lying about who you are on the internet. So, basically, I could go on Facebook and pose as a 25-year-old Guatemalan World War II veteran. I don't know how that works. It's just to make it seem as absurd as possible. Basically, posing as somebody you're not.
Okay.
So this happened a while ago. I just forgot to mention it on the podcast last time. I just thought I'd bring it up because it's kind of funny. So, I believe there were either one or let's just say there were 2 girls who got in contact with ISIS and catfished them for basically posed as these people. Even when they met them in the flesh, even when it was like people from ISIS had a face-to-face discussion with these women, they were able to get like millions of dollars off of them. Basically, they got to have a night on the town at ISIS's expense, and like they cheated ISIS for a ton of money. I don't want to say information because it was dangerous, but even this may sound weird, but those girls had balls. Because I think we talked about this. I told you about how ISIS killed that one Jordanian pilot by burning him alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go ahead and do this. It's like not bright. So do you want to? I'll do the Chinese one. So sheer stupidity, but I respect that. So you've heard of this place? Have you heard of this place called China? I mean, it's kind of foreign.
Just a little.
I mean, I hear they make good like duck soup. Anyway, in technology news, apparently the iPhone 6 came out recently. Something I really could care less about, or couldn't care less about, because Android is better. Sorry about your scrub pod.
Well, that's okay. That's okay.
But apparently, people in China don't mature like people in the United States do. There was this Chinese woman who was with her boyfriend at the release of at the release time of the iPhone 6 or 6S or whatever you want to call it.
I think it was the 6S.
Okay, the 6S. And her boyfriend wouldn't get it for her. So she does the only logical thing one would do, and strips. In public. On camera. In public. In a crowd.
Wait, just randomly did it, or did the boyfriend tell her to do that and
No,
then I'll
no,
buy
no.
you the iPhone 6?
That's what I thought it was too at first, before I read more of the
Why
story.
would she do that? She just goes ahead and strips?
Because she doesn't get her way. It's kind of like a kid throwing a tantrum in a store because he can't get the candy he wants. I don't know how that works.
I guess that's their way of showing anger?
The Chinese culture is really weird. I always thought that was Japanese. Or you just stripping. Actually, you know what? If we get any Japanese viewers, they're gonna hate us now.
Probably.
So apparently there's something. You know that stuff we have on Earth. It's really wet and kind of moist. It's kind of clear.
Water.
That's it. Water. So we have this thing called water. It exists in lakes. It exists in our bodies, and it exists in that glass cup you have over there. Well, there's also someplace else. It exists. It's apparently on Mars. Yeah.
Water's on Mars.
Sort of.
'Cause it's too hot though.
No. Mars is farther away from
the sun.
Oh,
what am I saying?
It's like a different kind of water. It's kind of like, so when I heard this, I'm like, no. This doesn't seem right.
When did they discover this?
It was between the time of our first podcast and now.
Oh.
So maybe within the last 2 weeks. Or 2 weeks. Apparently this water is not considered safe, or not considered safe for human consumption, or so I've heard. Because I heard this, and I'm like, okay, cool. So I exit the YouTube video and go looking through, and go scrolling down my subscription list. And I hear another video, or see another video, explaining, going more in depth and being kind of more serious and harsh, I guess you could say, about the discovery of water on Mars. Apparently, like I said, it's not fit for human consumption. There's it's acidic or whatever. Or it's not the water we have in the lake that way.
Yeah.
It's not the good stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it's a step forward because they want to have people on Mars by 2030. So good luck with that. I mean, I wouldn't want to be the sucker to get to Mars and realize that water was actually something that looks gasoline on the surface of Mars. No. that water was gasoline. You're stuck there. But in all seriousness, apparently, I said this a while ago, or probably right before we started this. It's weird. So much stuff has happened within the last 3 weeks.
I know, right?
Because I remember we were talking about that clock thing and stuff. And I haven't looked into what happened with that kid, but just so much stuff. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this podcast. Like we said, we want to try to make this a bi-weekly thing, but plans kind of fell through last weekend to make it. Hopefully, in the next episode of In Depth, we're gonna have a guest. Some know him as Potato Masher 45. So look for that in the next podcast, because we want to have him as a we want to start getting people in for guests and stuff. It'd be cool to even get someone like Rhett and Link, and have an Ear Biscuit In Depth kind of Inception. I mean, realistically, I don't think that's gonna work, but it's worth a shot. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video, this podcast, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.